welcome to the next reading vlog. Today I'm actually going to be coloring in sketches I made while talking. I'm trying to get better at being an artist because I would eventually do fan art on a regular basis for the books I read. But right now my is definitely chibi animals from drawing tutorials meant for little kids because I know my skill level and it's for kids, like at the skill level of an 11-year-old, more or less. So I'm just going to be coloring that in while we talk. So I've read a little bit more of Princess of Aenya, and it's still pretty good. There is a new character named Ugh, like, yes, UGH, which is actually, I thought it was funny, but it turns out to be pretty sad. So what happens was, Ugh is part of, like, he lives underground, and he is, like, a bogren of some sort. Like, I don't know what bogren is, but it's a sort of animal or non-human thing that lives underground. Like, they can speak. He actually does cooking, so he's not really an animal, but he lives underground. It's a part of, like, this really strict caste system. He is, like, one of the lower castes, but he seems actually pretty smart. He kind of wants to be, like, an artist, from what I understand. But he can't. He is actually a digger, which is, like, the lowest caste. And he even gets his name, Ugh, because what happens is his mother either died in childbirth or was killed off right after, because that's apparently what happens if you give birth to a digger. And that means, and it's customary for the mother's, like, last dying sounds to become the kid's name, which is real fucked up. But that's why his name is Ugh, because that's apparently what she said right before she died. But anyway, looks like the leader of the Bogrens are planning on taking over or conspiring to take over the throne of Aenya. So I don't know if this means it's I think it's probably a competitor then for the stepbrother to take over the throne. I'm not quite positive. I'm still a little confused about why these non-human underground things would want to even take over Aenya. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. I don't even know what they look like. I don't think they can be that big, but I'm not sure. Because, like, the leader rode in on a 6-legged salamander, but maybe it wasn't salamander size. I'm still a little confused about that, but I'm sure it's going to be developed later on, and I'll get to know more. I found out more about Tyrannel and its culture, though, and it turns out that sex has been forbidden in this place for centuries, which just seems a little hellish and unnatural to me. But it looks like if anybody wants a kid, it's like very much like The Giver, where you apply for it and a committee decides if you get the kid or not, and then it's kind of grown in a nursery. So I'm guessing lab grown, like lab grown meat, I don't know. And it seems really weird for me. This started because there was a famine going on and they wanted to prevent a famine. But I mean, like, because the famine happened, the children suffered the most because parents were not able to take care of their kids, so they would, like, leave them out in the woods to starve and everything. And yeah, it's test tube babies, you're right. But, like, that just seems real wrong. Like, it seems, if you can figure out how to grow kids in a lab, you can also figure out how to make condoms. And if you just give out condoms for free and just make condoms mandatory or whatever, then I feel like you would have no problem with overpopulation, but that's just me. But it looks like when growing things out of the test tube babies have no craving for sex at all later on in life. So it looks like nobody does sex anymore. It's really weird. It doesn't make sense. I feel like the people would not have rioted if they were allowed to have sex. But that's just my personal opinion. I have no basis of that. But it seems so far very interesting. The city is, like, more unsettling, though, now that I know that. Turns out a lot of people are unnoticed. That's not what I meant. A lot of people look exactly the same because they're all, like, bred the same and everything. And it's very odd. But of course there's no, like, birth defects or, like, stuff like that because of being test tube babies. But I don't know. It's still weird for me. That's about it. Oh yeah. Demarchon, who is Radia's bodyguard, he kind of sucks. Like, he's a good guy now, but he has a he's got, like, he has like a horrible past where it turns out it was like legal in his country or whatever to rape women as spoils of war, and he did it, and he's ashamed of it now. But I feel a little unsettled about it. Like, I understand that was his cultural thing. It was actually like very legal, very acceptable within his rights, but it was just like, So there's no way that he and Radia can be love interests. Like, that's just weird, right? So probably, like, there's no way. So, but that's more or less where I'm at. I'm wondering what's going to happen with Ugg. I hope Ugg kind of stops the Bogren from conspiring against the throne. I also want to know why the Bogren want to conspire against the throne. So I guess we will find that out later. All right. And I have colored in my little tiger that's pretending to be scary. Isn't it adorable? All right. So thank you guys for tuning in. That's really the only update I have so far. I'll let you guys know more further thoughts as I continue reading and everything. So thank you guys. Have a good day.